Okay guys, how's she going today? For freak's sakes, the weather over here kind of cocked everything over. And when I came in here, my Dewey was cocked. So that means that the winds have really been pulling on my cord. I might have to put some more slop in her. It's loose, but that's what it's doing. So I don't know what the hell's going on here, but that's fine now. It was kind of crooked anyway. It's just held in it with a couple screws. So, give you guys an update now after the bullshit weather that we got yesterday and the day before. Yesterday, I spent, well, you say about a total of probably maybe 2-3 hours, but they were spaced apart because after an hour I get frustrated with it. So, but the winds and stuff were just so bad, and the rain. We'll start with the rain, I guess. The rained so bad that my basement got flooded. Not super bad though. It's been worse. Trying to remember how much I think I picked up. I wasn't really keeping track of it, but I think I might have picked up like 60 gallons. So there's still a little bit of water in the basement, but I think I got the fan drying it, so I don't have to suck it. As long as I got one fan in the window sucking the air out and another fan blowing air onto the floor, it'll kind of like pick the moisture up and then out the window, so I don't have to suck it with the shop vac. Kids are out playing in the yard, or the schoolyard, I mean. So the power has been kind of like somewhat flickering all of yesterday too, but it only went off that one time, but you could tell it was kind of flickering because the lights were flickering. So because of the winds, the power lines were swaying. Sometimes they would probably lose a little bit of power, and then your power would go down in your house. I suppose, I don't know how it works, but a little bit of flickering in the lights. So, but there is a lot of damage though from this storm. At the farm, it's not our property, but there's a property next to our gardener, the south garden. I guess some Canadians or something own that. Why they want to own a chunk of U.S. land, I don't fucking know. They ain't never gonna put a house there. It's kind of a dumb place for a house anyway, because it's all mostly just swamp land pretty much. But they're right up along the side of the garden there, where the tree lines start. There's a tree that fell over. Luckily, it's still in the trees itself, so I don't think I'll have to cut it up. It'll look stupid. I mean, I could cut it up to make it look nicer, but if I really want to mess with it, I don't know. It's not my property anyway, so I could just cut it up, get rid of it so it looks nicer, but I don't really give a shit if it's on someone else's property. But I got tree branches all over my yard, just everywhere. I got some small ones, I got some big ones. Got a really big one around the corner by the house. Yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, I can't remember what day it was, I put the extension on for the sub pump so I can push the water even further away from the house. So I put that on, and actually where I tore it up in my yard, that's actually underwater because the pump's been coming on like every minute. Not even that. And it's still doing that. It's been doing that for like a day and a half. It comes on, I haven't really timed it, but I think it comes on about maybe every 30 seconds, maybe a little longer than that. Like I said, I don't really time it, so I don't really know, but it comes on quite a bit. So, but over at the farm, there's a few branches that fell. There are still some from last year, or from the winter storms too, when they fell. And if you look over here, I didn't notice it, but my mom went up grocery shopping today a little bit. Over here at this house where my sister used to live, people that live in those trees, of course you're not going to see them, but there's people that live in there. They bought this house because they were there a couple days ago cleaning up the yard and mowing it, but there's actually a tree that fell right there. See that, how there's green stuff right there? That's a tree that fell. I might actually take a ride down there later and take a little video of it or something. Before they get home and chop it up. I have to go to the farm anyway because we kind of ran out of some kitten chow and we gotta go to Grandma's and get some. So yeah. And then I guess on the North Dakota side, there's that little town where my mom went grocery shopping today, and there's tree branches down all over there too, in people's yards and stuff. So this was a pretty bad, not super bad, but it just did a lot of minor damage. I don't think it damaged any homes, not that I'm aware of, but it did a lot of damage to trees. I mean, this guy here just got done mowing, like I said, a couple days ago, and he picked up all his branches, and now he's got more to pick up. And mostly there. I don't see anything over on this side of the yard. These trees must do a little bit better than those. But yeah, it looks like there's, because that should all be open down there, so I don't know what's up with that. So it's just behind that purplish pinkish tree there. There's a tree down there, I guess. So yeah. So I spent like I said, about 3 hours on and off sucking water in the basement. And then that third time I sucked it, it stopped coming in. So like, well, it must be the end of it then. So I think last year, or either last year or the year before, I think I had sucked almost, I'm thinking I almost sucked 400 gallons, but I don't remember. I don't think I've ever sucked that much. I don't know, it might have been quite a bit, but I know it was definitely well over 100 gallons that I had sucked that one year, and it just kept pouring and pouring and pouring in. It was like, I give up. So I just gave up until it stopped raining. So basement's a little wet right now. I'm just waiting for it to dry up, and at least the cats will be able to go back down there. I haven't really been able to put any cats down there because it's 90% of it was underwater. And of course where their food and stuff is, well, that all went underwater pretty much, so cats ain't going to walk through the water, they go to their food. So it's like, well, it's too late to be sucking water, so I'll just put them out in the garage. And I think they were down there last night because most of the water was gone now, so they were able to make good use of most of that basement again. So, but yeah, so pretty bad. And it looks like the neighbor pulled out his push mower, but he didn't do anything. I see some tracks there, so you can see a little track right there. So he must have pulled this little push mower out. So yeah, and it rains so damn much too that all the ditches here in town are filled up. The ones at the farm are filled up. The ditch that I just cut, you guys seen that video at the farm, that's full of water. And that'll be full of water probably for quite some time until we get like 80s and 90s and 2 or 3 weeks without rain. Apparently for the rest of this week we're not supposed to get any rain. It's supposed to be sunny and only probably like in the 50s and 60s. Well, it's only about 50 something out now, so it's a little chilly, but at least it's not raining. You know, that's what pisses me off, is that all this frickin' rain. So as long as the rain doesn't come, I think we're alright with it. But so yeah, like I said, I got branches all over my yard. I have to clean them up. Probably take me, it wouldn't take me too long. I got a small load here already to pick up anyway, but it wasn't really worth taking to the tree pile because it's not even one load. It's just like a handful. You know, it's just a little, just that little pile, right? But I'm going to have another pile about that size, and that should make up a good load for that trailer. So yeah. Kind of wonder too if I maybe shouldn't turn this into a tree trailer too, to haul tree branches, because I had hauled some branches at the farm the day that I had cut there, I tried to put them in the John Deere trailer, and they were just like too long for the trailer. Like I made them work, but I was scraping gravel along the way. So, well, I think he's mowing already. But this trailer would be perfect for that. But I need to get the ball off the John Deere and put it back on Big Red. And I finally bent this handle. I had to bend this handle out because it was banging. It scrapes along here, so it's putting a scrape in the paint. So I had to bend it out. Now it seems all... See, now there's a little bit more clearance there now. So at least the neighbor's out mowing. At least, you know, last year he waited too long. I mean, this is the first time he's mowed. I mean, look at his yard compared to mine. You know, I can do a little comparison right there where I made my turnaround. I went too far and went into his yard a little bit, but you can see the difference between how I mowed. This is what I mowed, and this is what he hasn't mowed yet. And it's like a few inches taller than mine, so he really needs to get mowing. He's going to have so much hay and crap laying around. But now's the time to get to it before it gets too far gone. Why this guy doesn't get a riding mower, I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, a push mower is good exercise, but he does work for the border, I guess, so he probably needs to stay in fit, so this is probably what helps him. Plus, he's got a smaller yard than me, too. I got more yards, so I need to use the big John Deere. If I used a pusher, I'd be here all day doing it. For him, you know, he'd be alright. And he better do the... There he is. He's giving her. I think that's like a little Husqvarna. It's orange. I don't know what else would be that brand in the same color. I don't know. See, he just picked up a branch too. He lost a branch yesterday too. So everyone lost fucking branches. It's a mess. I got my wire hanging here. Right, the storm pulled it down. So I need to. I might even just. I don't know. That's not gonna work. I got some cable clamp, or not clamps, but these little. Oh, I suppose I don't have them here now. What did I do with them? No, I freaking don't. Damn it! I must have taken it back up to the house. Well, they're little freaking wire tire. What you call them? Well, if you can see this one, this is what I'm talking about. These little wire thingy. Yeah, those little things. I got a package of those, and I could probably drive one in for the wire because the wire is a little bit in the way. Well, not really in the way, but I don't like my wires hanging low. See, because for one, it's in the it would be in the way of this if I ever have to get to this stupid thing, and it just looks stupid. I had it all tucked up in there, but the fucking wind pulled it down. See, I got branches all over my yard. I got a big one up behind the house. So, it's just nuts. And I kind of have to almost mow again, too. I think I'll be good for... Might be good to maybe Friday. I might have to mow Friday. So... Yeah. So... Yeah. Yeah, he waited just a bit too long to mow. It's not as bad as it was last year. Last year he waited a bit too long and he had hay everywhere and it was just a nightmare. I mean, yeah, it's his property, but, you know, take some pride in your property. I mean, if you don't want to be that kind of person that has to mow a yard, maintain a house and a yard, you probably should be living in an apartment because you're not made to be a homeowner like I am. I mean, I bitch because my house is falling apart too, but, you know, at least I take some damn pride in mowing my lawn when it needs it, you know, and I do my trimming when it needs it. I don't trim everything at one time because it's just way too goddamn much. He don't even trim at all. I mean, you can go get, for the size of yard he's got, you don't even need a big trimmer. I mean, he can get away with like a $90 trimmer. I got like $115, I think it was, trimmer. I don't know how much it was. The price sticker's still on it, but it's just that little John Deere trimmer, right? So, yeah. So, there won't be much going on until, I guess, whenever. Because I don't really know what to do for videos. I know there's one guy that PM'd me a while, or not, well, last night. It showed it was about 18 hours ago, so I didn't get it until last night sometime. Why he PM'd me, I don't know. Why he couldn't just leave it as a comment, I don't know. Maybe he's kind of a private YouTuber, I don't fucking know, but he wanted to see some videos on some stuff, and well, I think it's mostly on the change of how, like the change of oil in the John Deere and stuff. And I can do a how-to video, but I'm not going to actually change the oil because it's not due yet. So I don't even have oil. I gotta go pick some oil up. I think next month I'm gonna probably pick it up for the John Deere, because I also gotta pick up oil. I gotta pick up hydraulic oil and some filters and a fuel filter, an air filter. I gotta go on the John Deere website and even see how much this shit's gonna fucking cost me. You could probably look it up on eBay too. I bet you eBay would probably have some of that stuff for sale. That's where I got my Polaris oil from. So I don't really do business with my Polaris dealer anymore. For one, they're out of the way, and two, I'm just not happy with their service. I mean, the way they fixed my winch the last time, it was a joke. So, but if Big Red should break down, I have no choice but to take him there. So, because I can't take it to the city. The city won't come this far. The city would do the work. It's just I would have to be the one taking it to them, and I ain't got a truck and a trailer to haul it, so I have to take it to my closest dealer. So it's unfortunate, but so I got to get a truck. Got to get a Ram. So get a trailer. I can get a trailer from Tractor Supply, pretty much. So kind of already been I looked at trailers a few years ago. I was thinking about getting a bigger one, but for like $1,800, it's kind of a lot. At the time, I didn't have all these fucking medical bills, so it's okay to kind of take that kind of a hit. But now with these medical bills in the way, it's a big major hit to deal with. So I got enough shit to deal with. I ain't gonna deal with any more right now. So when I'll probably do those videos, I don't know. It won't be anytime soon because I might be kind of busy for a while. I don't know. I have to clean up this mess in my yard, which would take me like an hour, if even that. Then I gotta go to the farm and look at the gardens, see if they need to be reseeded. I don't think I can reseed today. I mean, it just got done raining last night, pretty much. Yesterday it was really windy, or last night, like I said. There goes my grandma. So I know my grandma said she forgot her papers for her. She's pulling into my yard, no clue why, but my grandma said that she forgot her money order thingy papers. She had to make out some money orders, and she forgot the list of what she had to get done, so she had to go back home, go pick them up, go back up there, and she just came back to my house. I don't know why my house. She don't live here, so. But I don't know. Maybe she's got something for my mom. My mom needs some kitten chow, so there's one thing I didn't tell you guys, and this is really kind of pissing me off, and I'm just about done. You guys remember when I was kind of bitching about all the cats we had? Well, we got even more now. And how this fucking happened, I don't know. To me, it's just like they magically get pregnant, and I have no control over it now. So, because I had another girl cat that had babies, and no clue how she got pregnant because we were watching her really carefully. We had her in the house, most of the time. And that one time she snuck out, and I think she was only gone for a couple hours, and then she came back pregnant. So I didn't know she was in heat. I didn't think she was in heat at the time. She didn't act like it. So how she had kittens, I don't know. So it's just nuts. Can't believe it. Well, they're about 2 weeks old now. I didn't make a video on them. There's no point. I think I'm just going to give them to my grandma. She can deal with them. Because I just can't have all these cats running around here anymore. I mean, it'll be months before these cats get up and walk around, but it's She had 4. She had 4 kittens, so I can't have 4 more running around here. It's just, if it's gonna get to this point, I may just have to get rid of them. So, and of course, all my male cats, they're all going nuts because one of my female cats is in heat. Well, she's down in the basement 90% of the fucking time. She won't come up when she's in heat. So she sits in the basement window and cries, and then the males go to her, and they cry because they want to mate with her. And of course, then they spray against my house too. I don't appreciate the spraying too damn much, but you know, nothing some soap and water can't handle. But for the amount of pissing they do, it ain't worth cleaning up right away. And I don't appreciate it that they're pooing in my flower garden. I haven't seeded it yet, and I won't be anytime soon, but how I'm going to get that poo worked way down to the bottom, I don't know. And I'm not going to sit there and pull it out one piece at a time. I'm just going to till the damn shit under and be done with it. If I can even, I might have to go over it like 3 or 4 times. I don't know, I might even just have to keep tilling it until the poo actually breaks up into pieces and rots away quicker that way. I don't know. So, I don't know, I gotta put my phone on the charger too. Uh-oh. So, I don't know. Kind of just, it's like I'm losing control over my cats. I don't know what the hell's going on over here, so I think my mom talked to my grandma. She said that she would take them, no problem, so she can fucking deal with them. The kittens are going to have to stay with the mother, so the mother's going to have to go with her. Well, she can keep the mother too, because even though she's really friendly, I just can't have any more. So that would be 5 cats that I'm getting rid of right there. So that'll make it a little easier. Not a lot, because we still have multiple more, many more cats. But it's nice that it's the summertime, because now they spend more time outside, so I'm not feeding them as much. I don't have to give them water as much. So, but it just pisses me off that, you know, their cats are doing everything. Their springs are ruining my house. It's disgusting. But I don't bother fixing it, because what's the point? They're just going to turn around and tear it back up again. So, let them tear it up, and when we get rid of them, then that's when I'll repair it. If you guys remember, like when I told you guys too, that they were pulling the insulation out of the crack. Well, I think what I'm going to do is, I looked at some of the other stuff, and some of that stuff is actually starting to turn black, so I think there's mold growing on that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull all that shit out and just put spray foam in there. That stuff's like $300-400 a box, but at least they really can't rip at it. It's a little tougher stuff they rip at, so, and it's way more efficient than regular insulation shit that you stick in the wall. You know, so a little more better that way. But I'm not going to do it until we can get rid of them. And I got a spider crawling on my shop. When you need a spider tool, where's my spider tools? I don't have no spider tools. I guess I'll use this. My paint stirrer. And I got to repaint my house too. That's just ridiculous. It never ends over here at this shithole. Yeah, no one likes your ass, bitch. Fucking biatch. No one likes spiders. If you like spiders, you're weird. Look at how that perfectly landed there, too. That's just perfect. Perfect parking. Stupid thing. Still got my can of WD-40 back here as well, but you never know when you might need it. So, yeah, I gotta get new primer, I gotta get new paint, I gotta repaint my house, and just never fucking ends. No, I won't be getting to it this year. Unfortunately, my windows are gonna have to rot. So, there's just not much I can do about it, folks. But yeah, so do apologize for this boring video. So yeah, I mean the only videos I got planned to do are just how to change oils, but this guy started asking some stupid questions, and I didn't have a problem answering them. It's just that, you know, what's it to you kind of, you know, thing, you know. Like he asked me, what do you do with the old oil once you're done with it? well, there's many things you can do with used oil. You know, you don't have to just get rid of it, you know. And he was even saying you could just take it to a field and dump it on the ground or something. Well, for one, that's not good for the ground. Could possibly start a fire, an unneeded fire. So we pretty much will just use it at our farm to either, like I told him, we either use it to help start fires, to burn like old hay and manure, or we'll burn it on its own, like we'll put it into like a steel drum or something and we'll just burn it that way. But I kind of told my uncle, I was like, I don't know why we don't hang on to some of this stuff, because we could actually oil our vices with it too. See, like my vice here, now I oiled this thing 5 years ago and I haven't had to oil it since, and it still works fine. Well, see, I didn't have any oil. So I actually broke into a new bottle of John Deere 2-cycle oil. And that was kind of, I mean, I still got plenty of this shit laying around, you know, new stuff, so I ain't gonna worry about it, but I figured, well, why not just use the old oil that came out of Big Red or the John Deere, you know? So I don't know how I'm going to be able to put any in a bottle. I had a bottle, I don't know what the hell I did with it, but I had like a little, don't know how tall it was. It was pretty tall bottle where I could put oil in it, and I could use it to oil stuff. You can even use oil to, you know, lube up like rusty bolts and whatnot and soften them up a little bit. That kind of works. You know, it's not as good as like WD-40 or PB Blaster, but it's just if you wanted to clean them up a little bit, that's what you could use the oil for, if you wanted to. So we just don't dump it on the fucking ground, you know. That's just dumb to do. And the dumbest question of all was if I litter, you know, like throw trash. No, I'm not a fucking dumbass, you know. People are fucking littering at my farm and I don't fucking appreciate it. You know, that's a dumb question to even ask someone. Well, do you litter? Are you a litterer, bugger person, kind of? Are you? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Are you the fucking litter? You know. Don't ask me stupid questions. So, if you're going to ask stupid questions, you need to ask yourself that question first. You know, sorry if I pissed the person off, but that's just the dumbest thing you could ever say to someone. You know. So, what are you going to do? So, well, whatever. Let them be stupid, I guess, if they want, but so I don't know if this guy's just trying to get information out of me and he's just going to, I don't try to use it against me or something, or if he's just trying to be a nosy little worm, but, you know, whatever. And he kind of was talking about my washer, too. Like, he liked it and he wanted to get another one, or he wanted to get one like it, but he didn't know if he wanted to make that kind of a move or not. You know, you can Google it, you can look it up, look on YouTube and do reviews on it, like see what people do for reviews on certain machines. Because I'm not the only one that does it, you know. And I think he was asking if I was going to ever do a review video on it, or like how it worked and stuff. I really don't have to because they're pretty simple to use, you know. And they do come with a book to tell you how to use the machine. But if I ever plan on doing a review video on it, I might. It just depends. It just won't be anytime fucking soon. I know that I took some pictures. I don't think I took any pictures. I know I was going to take some pictures and put them up on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and I just never got around to doing it. And here it's been like, what? We've had that for what? A couple of months now, that washer, and I haven't done anything to it. I haven't done any reviews or anything on it, so you gotta test them before you actually do a review on them. It's kind of dumb that people, like, instantly, when they first buy something, then they all of a sudden do a review on it. Now, it's okay to do it, like, not a review on it, but to show it off, like, hey, this is what I got, I can't wait to test it, you know, let's see how it does. You know, really, you should just wait to do a review for like a year or a few months to know if it's really going to hold up. And I've had my washer for like a month or two, and it's so far, it's paid for itself pretty much. It hasn't really paid for itself, but it's going to start. It's supposed to be a lot better than our old one, so it's supposed to be a lot more energy saving and uses less water apparently, depending on load size, of course. But it's designed a little bit better, but the price was nuts. See, and my grandma and my uncle were talking about it too, and he said since that was last year's model, really he should have lowered the price, because that was, we paid like $800-900 for it, or $700, whatever the hell it was, and that was last year's model. So really he should have knocked a couple $100 off, or even $100, because probably a lot more than that, honestly, because it was last year's model. But my grandma does business with him. He's the propane guy. Well, this is the son now, because the original owner retired. So his son took over. Well, the guy that bought us the washer, that would be him. But he also gives my grandma propane, because she switched over to propane. Before she used to be on oil. Oil was too expensive. And now propane is too expensive for her, because he's ripping her off. And what's so damn dumb is that he keeps coming. See, now you're supposed to only show up when your customer tells you to show up. He shows up like every month, like all the years that he was there, for her. He was the one that put the furnace in too, to put the switch over to propane. He did the furnace work. Of course, he brought the tank and everything too. And ever since then, he's been showing up every month, filling it up. Even if it just went down that little bit, he's right there filling it up. And my grandma's like, why do you keep showing up? It's ridiculous. And the bill just keeps going up. And since she can't pay like the whole bill at one time, because it just keeps fucking going up, he keeps tacking on this bullshit, because she's apparently behind. Because she's behind, even though she's making monthly. I don't know how the fuck it's working. She's making her monthly payments, but yet he keeps coming and keeps adding up to that bill. Now, it's the summertime, so he shouldn't show up with quite as much, but you're supposed to only show up when your customers call you. So, but when his dad used to work there, because when we lived back at the farm, we also had him. When we lived back at the farm, we had him as our propane guy, and he wasn't really charging that much. I mean, we had a big tank, so it cost like $1,000 to fill it. So, but my grandma's also got that same size tank, and this guy just keeps showing up. His dad would only show up when we called and told him to show up, and his bill wasn't that high. See, this guy, since he's the owner of it now, he's jacked up the fucking prices. So my grandma is actually thinking about dumping him too, and just getting baseboard heating like I got. And I told her, it's not a risk. It's just that if you use electricity as heat, it's very, very dry compared to propane or gas or oil. It doesn't dry out your air so much in your house. If you use a baseboard heater like I got, your air is so dry, your mouth goes dry, you can't breathe very well. So, but my grandma's she's just so close to calling it done, because she said it's just nuts. And I bet you 10-1 too, we were probably supposed to get that washer for cheaper than what the hell we're paying for it. Paying almost $700 or $800 for, yeah, it's brand new, but it was last year's model. So we bought that thing just a couple months ago. So it was 2015. That was 2014's model. It could have even been a 2013 model. I don't know what the hell. It most likely was a 2014 model. So you should have lowered your price a little bit, because it was last year's model. That's how they're ripping you off. I mean, we could have talked him down to a better deal, but he seems like the type that he's very, very stubborn and won't drop his price any. So we just, we just said the hell with it and we'll do it. Well, come to find out, we really didn't even need a new washer because the old one was just fine. But it's better for us that we just did it anyway, because then now we don't have to deal with these problems for 10, 15, 20 years. It'll last us a long time. The old washer wasn't that bad. It's just, the thing was getting up there in age. I mean, I think the thing had to have been at least, I don't know, apparently she said that when I bought the house from the girl, she said it was brand new. It was only like 6 years old, or it was only 1 year old when we moved in, so now it'd be 6 years old. So, about that, so, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, she could be lying too. The damn thing could be like 20 years old. I don't know. Because what's stupid is that they don't mark these machines when they buy them. So now, when we bought that new washer, I should have marked it down. But I think my mom might have written it down. We actually have a receipt on it, so we'll be able to look back on the receipt and know when exactly we bought it. So, but the guy's coming around this way now. But the sub pump that goes in my basement, apparently the lady said that thing was newer before we bought it. Like, it was used, but it was, well, not, she bought it brand new. And here he comes. Now he's probably going to mow here and just destroy our video. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's a hard-working guy, people. So, yeah. Oh, he quit. Break time? Yeah. Yeah, might be break time for him. How much he did, I don't know, but didn't do a lot. Might be picking up branches now too. I don't know. I don't know what he's got left. Fucking kids are loud too. It's just freaking annoying. But yeah, so like I said about that lady with the, when she put that pump in, apparently it was, wasn't that old. So she said that it should last us for a while, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. It might be. It seems to be pumping fine, but I think the switch is starting to stick a little bit, because sometimes the pump will come on. It'll pulse on and off, because I think the float is sticking to the switch a little bit, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of messed up. It keeps coming on and off on its own, but I've tried to adjust it a little bit, but there's not much more I can adjust to it. So it only does it once in a while, so I'm just going to leave it. But we do have a spare pump that we bought. We bought that about the second year that we lived here, so we've had it sitting around for about 4 years, so maybe a little longer than that. But as soon as that pump goes in, I'm going to actually maybe put some duct tape on it or something and write down the date when I put it in, so that I know exactly how long these damn things will last. I don't know exactly how long they last. I mean, this pump's moved millions of gallons of water already, so it's moved quite a bit of water for me. So she might be getting tired now. So, but yeah. So anyway, guys, due to this long video, I just don't know what I'm going to do for videos besides those two how-to videos, but I'm not going to actually change the oil in them because I don't need to. And sometimes my uncle's around too, and he helps out, so he doesn't like a camera in his face. So that's why I don't do how-to videos or how to change an oil in a certain, machine or something, because usually he's around helping me, so, can't videotape it, so. But yeah, so anyways guys, I'm going to probably take off. These kids are coming out, and they're going to be annoying here in a minute, so. I may fire up the deer and hook the trailer on and start loading up these fucking branches. I might as well do something today. See what happens and get this video uploaded for you guys. I'm not mowing. I don't need to mow. The next probably by Friday, I'll probably have to mow. I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.